In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Oakland Athletics versus Seattle Mariners. The Oakland A's continue their road trip as they travel to American League West Division rival Seattle for a 3-game series. Oakland dropped 2 out of 3 to the Angels over the weekend. Seattle returns home after a rough road trip to the East Coast, culminating in a 4-game sweep in Boston. Monday's pitching matchup will feature Oakland lefty Zach Logg facing off against fellow lefty Marco Gonzalez of the Mariners. Oakland is 2-5 in their last 7 games overall and 4-11 in their last 15 division games, while the under is 5-0-1 in their last 6 series opening games. Seattle is 2-5 in their last 7 home games and 7-19 in their last 26 games overall, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games against a team with a losing record. Both the Athletics and Mariners are chasing the red-hot Astros in the American League West, and each are coming off of a rough weekend. Oakland was able to take a game off of the Angels, but are 3-7 in their last 10 and are rapidly trending in the wrong direction. Seattle was just swept by the Red Sox, but that series was much more competitive than it sounds. They had leads throughout the series and have much more to be hopeful about than the A's. The Mariners won't have their new ace Robbie Ray on the mound, but the starting pitching matchup should still favor them. Marco Gonzalez has pitched well in his last 2 starts, allowing just 1 run and going at least 6 innings in each outing. Those 2 starts were against some of the best bats in the league of the Blue Jays and Mets. Now taking on the A's lineup, he should be pleased with the matchup. Oakland has scored the 3rd fewest runs in the league and have the absolute worst team OPS. They were held to just 1 run yesterday, something that also happened to them for 3 games straight just a week ago. Outside of their leadoff man Tony Kemp, the lineup is still void of the now brave Matt Olson. The issue during the Mariners series with the Red Sox was giving up those leads they held due to poor bullpen pitching. While they still need to improve in that area, the A's are not the team that can take advantage of that. On the flip side, the Mariners have one of the league's top hitters in Ty France, and J.P. Crawford is hitting well in his own right. I get the case to be made for the A's here, as the A's managed to take a game from the Angels over the weekend, and the Mariners with Marco Gonzalez on the mound aren't necessarily a minus 170 pitcher for me. However, Oakland still has scoring issues, and I'm not sure how much stock I want to put into Zach Logg as a starter. Gonzalez is a gamer that always rises to the occasion to pitch, win or lose, and I think he helps deliver Seattle to a win here. So the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. The Mariners have played over this total in 7 out of their last 10 games. As I said earlier, they are scoring nearly 5 runs per game at home this season, while averaging just 3.3 runs per game on the road. The Mariners are 3-0 to this run total in Gonzalez' 3 home starts this season. The A's are 1-1 to the over in Logg's T-Swow road starts this season. The A's are also averaging 3.95 runs per game on the road this season, compared with just 2.6 runs per game at home this season. Any game involving the A's at this point will usually have a lower total listed. Therefore, the primary question will be how much of the total the opposing team can cover. With the Mariners at home and taking on Zach Logg, they should take care of most of the damage. Logg is extremely inexperienced, with just 4 appearances in his young career and only 3 of them were starts. Seattle isn't setting the world on fire with their bats, but all 4 games in their previous series went well over this total. France is on his way to be the league leader in hits, and the Mariners' offseason acquisitions are coming alive. Both Adam Frazier and Jesse Winker recorded hits yesterday, and Frazier had 3 RBI. Seattle is middle of the pack in terms of team OPS, but clearly has the talent in the lineup to build upon that. If the A's are to contribute towards this total, they could do so in the later innings. The Mariners' bullpen is still struggling, hence the blown leads to Boston. They should be able to hold on enough against Oakland after Seattle puts the game out of reach. The 2 teams will easily surpass 7 runs in the opener of the series. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus San Diego Padres. The Milwaukee Brewers will be going for their 4th consecutive win when they face the San Diego Padres in the first game of their 3-game series on Monday night. Adrian Hauser, 3-4 and 3.22 ERA, will get the start for the Brewers. The Padres will counter with Mike Clevinger, 1-0 and 3.21 ERA. Milwaukee is 7-3 in its last 10 games against San Diego. The Padres have won 5 of their last 6 games and 4 of their last 7 home games. They are playing well offensively, scoring 12 runs in their last 3 games. Even though Hauser has pitched well for the Brewers, he hasn't been as sharp on the road, giving up 12 runs in 3 road starts, and will have a hard time slowing down the Padres in this game. The Brewers have lost 5 of their last 8 road games. Even though they have a good offense, they aren't as efficient on the road. Even though they've hit the ball well against right-handers, they will have a hard time scoring in this game because Clevinger has been great on the mound for the Padres, giving up 6 runs in 3 starts, and won't have trouble keeping their offense in check. So the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. Even though these have been 2 of the best pitching teams in the league, I don't believe that they have either of their top guys starting on the mound. Hauser has had his struggles this season, and I see him allowing the Padres to score a few runs in this game, as they are averaging the 11th most in the league. Hauser has a 3.22 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP rating. He will allow too many base runners, and the Padres will eventually cash in on the offensive side of the field. The Brewers will also have a ton of success at the plate in this one. They will score the majority of the runs in this game. They are scoring the 6th most runs per game and hitting the 3rd most home runs. Whoever the Padres have on the mound won't be able to contain this high-powered offense. The Brewers are averaging 4.78 runs per game and 4.14 runs per game on the road. They average 2.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Padres, with San Diego giving up 3.71 runs per game at home. The Brewers will be held under their average in this game. The Padres are averaging 4.38 runs per game and 3.41 runs per game at home. They average 4.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Brewers, with Milwaukee giving up 4.76 runs per game on the road. The Padres will score enough runs to push the score. The Brewers and Padres played over the total in 3 of their last 4 meetings. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants will be trying to snap their 3-game losing streak when they face the New York Mets in the first game of their 3-game series on Monday night. David Peterson, 1-0 and 1.89 ERA, will get the start for the Mets. The Giants will counter with Alex Cobb, 3-1 and 5.61 ERA. San Francisco is 6-4 in its last 10 games against New York. The Giants have lost 5 of their last 7 games. They have one of the best offenses in the league, but they struggled in recent games, scoring less than 4 runs per game in their last 3 games. They haven't hit the ball well against left-handers and will struggle offensively in this game because Peterson has done a great job on the mound for the Mets, giving up 5 runs in 4 starts, and won't have trouble slowing down their offense. The Mets have won 3 of their last 4 games, and they're playing well offensively, scoring 5 or more runs in 3 of those games. They've crushed right-handed pitching this season, and they're facing a starter that has struggled on the mound, giving up 15 runs in his last 4 starts, so expect him to have a hard time slowing them down. The Mets have been playing well in their last 5 games, while the Giants have lost 4 of their last 5 games. The pitching matchup favors the Mets with Peterson on the mound. The Giants turn to Alex Cobb, who gave up 7 runs in his last start against Colorado over 5.1 innings pitched. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Although Peterson has pitched well this season in limited action, the southpaw had a 5.54 ERA in 15 starts last season. On the other side, the Giants will be sending Alex Cobb to the mound, who has seen 5 of his 6 starts this season go over the total. Neither starting pitcher here is likely to make it through a full 6 innings, and that means that 2 average bullpens that have seen a lot of work recently will play a big role. The Mets are averaging 4.57 runs per game and 4.57 runs per game on the road. They average 3.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Giants, with San Francisco giving up 4.25 runs per game at home. The Mets will hit their average in this game. The Giants are averaging 5.05 runs per game and 5.25 runs per game at home. They average 2.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mets. Even though New York is giving up 3.67 runs per game on the road, the Giants will score enough runs to push the score. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.